Good morning. Please join me in the Mother Nature's prayer on the first page of your order of service. Our Mother, who art within us, hallowed be thy name. Thy ways evolve, thy will calls forth this earth that is now our heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and fill us with tenderness as we repair our trespasses. And lead us forth into communion, and deliver us from dominion. For thine is our wellspring, and our crowning, and our glory forever and ever. Amen.
Now is the time in our service for the offering. We appreciate your presence here with us today, so we may be here for you next week and many more weeks to come. We sincerely thank you for your generous contribution to the offering. If you are visiting for the first time, we invite you to let the plate pass you by, as your presence is your gift to us today. We will now take the offering.
For our next responsive reading, please turn to reading number 536. A poem by Mary Oliver. Every morning, the world is created.
Under the orange sticks of the sun, the heat ashes of the night turn into leaves again.
And fasten themselves to the high branches, and the ponds appear like black cloth on which are painted islands of summer lilies.
If it is a ranger to be happy, who will swim away along soft trails for hours, your imagination will light everywhere.
And if your spirit carries within it the thorn that is heavier than lead, if it's all you can do to keep on trudging,
there is still somewhere deep within you, a beast shouting the purpose exactly what it wanted.
each pond with its blazing lilies is a prayer heard and answered lavishly every morning, whether or not Good morning again. Let's begin by looking at what I mean by the word eco-spirituality. Religious persons, I would say, orient ourselves within a large narrative as to how things are. We then go on to respond to this narrative in three ways: philosophically, morally, and spiritually. Philosophically, we ask, what do these large understandings mean for me, for my life? Morally, we ask, what do they tell us about living with others in harmonious, loving community? And spiritually, we ask, how do these understandings make me feel inwardly? The word spirit comes from the Latin word for breath and connotes the depths of our inner being. Spiritual responses include awe, wonder, reverence, gratitude, humility, and the astonishment of being alive at all. The eco part of eco-spiritual comes from oikos, Greek for house or household. It captures our naturalistic understandings of how things are, that we live within a vibrant planetary matrix sculpted by evolution and anchored in interrelationship and interdependence. An eco-spiritual person, then, experiences deep spiritual responses to the narrative of the natural world around us and within us. An eco-spiritual person takes nature to heart. Our service this morning has already been graced by two eco-spiritual voices. The first was the mystic Hildegard de Bingen, coming to us from 10 centuries ago from a Catholic monastery in the Rhine Valley. Her mellifluous chant overflows with awe and reverence and gratitude for the greenery, giving rise to the fruit, giving rise to human sustenance, our daily bread. The second was Mary Oliver, whose hundreds of poems speak to our eco-spiritual selves in myriad ways. The poem we read together this morning ended with an eco-spiritual exhortation. Each pond with its blazing lilies is a prayer heard and answered lavishly every morning, whether or not you have ever dared to be happy, whether or not you have ever dared to pray. And now we turn to celebrate the eco-spirituality of Pope Francis, who died in Rome several weeks ago. Let's begin, if you have your order of service handy, let's begin by looking at his wonderful face in the order of service. It's kind of a tiny reproduction, but zoom in and look at this dude. Maybe he's not the kind of guy you'd predict would be writing monophonic chants like Hildegard, or odes to the morning light like Mary Oliver. Indeed, he was trained in his youth as a chemist, and his two encyclicals on the environment, one written in 2015 at the start of his papacy, and the other in 2023 near the end, are full of data and analyses of environmental deterioration. He speaks in the voice of a philosopher, and indeed he studied philosophy at a Jesuit graduate school in Germany. But these voices are interwoven with a poignant eco-spirituality, sometimes expressed in Christian language, but written, he tells us, to all people of goodwill. Here are some excerpts. Let's first read aloud together the quote at the beginning of the order of service, if you have it around, which encapsulates his message. We are profoundly joined to everything that is. Nature cannot be regarded as something separate from ourselves or as a mere setting in which we live. We are part of nature, included in it, and thus in constant interaction with it, joined in a splendid universal communion. Second, he sends us an important message. A sense of deep communion with the rest of nature cannot be real if our hearts lack tenderness, compassion, and concern for our fellow human beings. Concern for the environment thus needs to be joined to a sincere love for our fellow human beings and an unwavering commitment to resolving the problems of society. A true ecological approach must integrate both the cry of the earth and the cry of the poor. There can be no renewal of our relationship with nature without a renewal of humanity itself. There can be no ecology without an adequate anthropology. And here are a few more. Some lifting up eco, some lifting up spiritual, some combining them. We have forgotten that we ourselves are dust of the earth. Our very bodies are made up of her elements. We breathe her air, and we receive life and refreshment from her waters. We live and act on the basis of a reality that has previously been given to us, that precedes our existence and our abilities. The universe is shaped by open and intercommunicating systems in which we can discern countless forms of relationship and participation. A good part of our genetic code is shared by all living beings. Living species are part of a network which we will never fully explore and understand. Everything that exists is a gift for which we should be thankful, should esteem and cherish. If we feel intimately united with all that exists, then sobriety and care will come up spontaneously. A capacity for wonder takes us to a deeper understanding of life. Rather than a problem to be solved, the world is a joyful mystery to be contemplated with gladness and praise. If we acknowledge the value and the fragility of nature, we can finally leave behind the modern myth of unlimited material progress. We're speaking of an attitude of the heart, one that approaches life with serene attentiveness, capable of being fully present. We must approach nature and the environment with an openness to awe and wonder. We must speak the language of fraternity and beauty in our relationship with the world. Otherwise, our attitude will be that of masters, consumers, ruthless exploiters, unable to set limits on their immediate needs. We need a culture and spirituality genuinely capable of setting limits and teaching clear-minded self-restraint. We must look at the world from within and not from without. The world sings of an infinite love. How can we fail to care for it? Human life is incomprehensible and unsustainable without other creatures. All of us are linked by unseen bonds, and together we form a kind of universal family, a sublime communion, which fills us with a sacred, affectionate, and humble respect. Let us stop thinking, then, of human beings as autonomous, omnipotent, and limitless, and begin to think of ourselves differently, in a humbler but more fruitful way. And lastly, I'll close with this wonderful one. There is a mystical meaning to be found in a leaf, in a mountain trail, in a dewdrop, in a poor person's face. Rest in peace, beloved Francis, and may your spirit animate us all. Let's now sing Blue Boat Home in the Teal Hymnal. As a benediction, we offer a tribute. Please sit. As a benediction, we offer a tribute to the Pope's tireless and embrace of racial harmony and justice. Our plan was to have members of the All-Island Youth Chorus come and sing you a song. In fact, only one member made it. Jessica's son, Luciano. But they are mentored by Jessica every week. And Jessica and Luca will sing the first verse of Lift Every Voice and Sing, often referred to as the Black National Anthem. Here are the words. Jeremy, can you wait a sec? Let me just read the words. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise, high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun, let us march on till victory is won.
Please join us for refreshments. Thank you to everyone who helped.